Hey guys, it's Sean here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your sending domain and sender profile. Now, you actually can't even use SendPad unless you do this step. You will require a domain. Back in the day, you used to be able to use an email service provider's shared domain, but things have changed in 2023, and Gmail is super duper specific. So you need to have your own domain. And if you didn't buy it from a previous Float Funnels video, now's a good time to do so. In fact, if you already bought a domain for Float Funnels, you can use that exact same domain for SendPad, okay? So what we're gonna do here is I'm in the SendPad back office area. I'm gonna click My Account and Domain Setup. And you can see I have an example one here. We're gonna walk you through one from scratch. I'm gonna click the Add Domain button. I'm going to use my domain that I have from Float Hosting, surveylocator.usa.com. I'm going to put the sending domain here as mail.surveylocator.usa.com. To be frank, it doesn't actually matter what you put here, but mail makes a lot of sense because that's what we're going to be using it for. I'm going to click Save. Okay, then I'm going to click on the Verify DNS button, and I'm going to go over into my Float Hosting area. This process will be similar in other hosting providers, okay? Wherever you host your domains, whether that's GoDaddy or Float or Namecheap or any of the other ones out there. Can't provide training on every single one out there, but essentially what I'm about to show you will be very similar across the board. If you have trouble with Float hosting, you can always open up a ticket and we can help you. I do advise that you watch this training a couple times first. But if you are having trouble with another provider like GoDaddy, for example, please reach out to their support. They are going to help you set up your DNS records, okay? So what we want to do here is you should log in your dashboard and see a screen like this. Click on Domains, all right? Find the domain that you're trying to manage the DNS for. Click on the little three dots. You can see here Survey Locator. Click on the three dots. Click on Manage Domain. All right, and over on the left side, you should see a Manage DNS as well. If for some reason you didn't see the Manage DNS there, another way to do this is go to Domains, Manage DNS, okay? And you should scroll down to your domain that you bought, and you should see a zone here, all right? And the chances are if you didn't see Manage My DNS from that screen I just showed you, it's because you don't have a zone and you need to click Add a New Zone, okay? And what you would do in that scenario is you just click Add a Zone, okay? And you would enter, you would select the zone name that is there. I already have one there, so that's fine. From this screen, you can also just click the Edit button here and it takes you back into the DNS Manager, all right? And there's just gonna be a couple things that I need to do. The very first thing is I'm gonna go back to SendPad. I'm going to grab the domain that's right here, okay? I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back to Float Hosting. We're going to add a record. We're going to paste the SMTP key.domain key right here. We're going to select TXT, okay? I'm going to go back out to SendPad. I'm going to copy this stuff in the text box here. I'm going to paste it in the R data. I'm going to click Add Record, all right? And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Okay. Now, you're going to need to give this up to 24 hours to propagate. Oftentimes, it's done in like 5 or 10 minutes, but there are cases where it can take 24 hours. So don't go opening up tickets. But the way that you check that this works is you would click on the Verify button. You can see here it says Unable to Verify DKIM. So I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when this gets verified. After this is verified, we're going to have to add another record for the SPF and click the Verify button again, and then this domain will be ready for use. So let's pause the video, and I will be right back. All right, so my Survey Locator USA was taking a little time, but I added the DNS on stackedmedia.us, another domain I had in Flow Hosting. And you can see here when I click the Verify DNS button, it says DNS verified. So then I'm going to go ahead and click Create DKIM. It says DKIM created successfully. I have Verify SPF, okay? And what you're going to do here is you're going to grab that text. You're going to go back out to your DNS manager, okay? And then in here, you're going to add another record, right? We're going to make this one also a TXT. Your host name is going to be the @ symbol, and your R data is going to be that piece of code you just copied, okay? Click Add Record, click Save, and then again, You'll come out to SendPad and you'll click verify. It's going to tell me unable because I just did it. But again, give it up to 24 hours and keep clicking the verify button. And once you have all green check marks, you are good to go. So I'm going to pause and we'll come back and show what that looks like. Okay, so I clicked SPF verified, right? I clicked the verify button. It showed me a green thing that said verified, and now we're good to go, okay? So what you want to do next is you want to go into your audience, sender profiles, add sender profile, and this is where you need to have your actual name, okay? And if it's not you, you need somebody that's an employee, a virtual assistant, your wife, somebody that's like part of your organization. You can't make up names. It is not a good thing to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my name here, okay? If you don't have a company name, you can just put your name again. I'm going to put mine, though, at Stacked Media Inc. You want to select that sender domain you just set up, okay? And then your from email can just be your first name if you want, or first name, last name, or programs at, whatever you want to do. It's really up to you. I like to just go with my first name. Your address needs to be real. Again, look, if you don't have a business, that's fine. But this is one of the benefits of a business, right? Is getting a business address and having a legal entity, because this address is literally going to go in the footer of your email. People can see it. So if you don't want to start a business, I would at least recommend you get a PO box or some sort of forwarding address so people don't know your home address, all right? So I'm going to put my business address here. Okay, don't copy it either. Make it real, okay, guys? You have to do everything real and by the book. Okay, so mine is in Delaware. All right, the United States. There we go. And then go ahead and click create. Okay. Now, if you ever want to change it, you can literally just click there and edit the profile. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about here is double opt-in. So if we go back to my account domain setup and opt-in settings, right now we leave double opt-in on, and I recommend you actually do this for a little bit of time. What that means is when somebody opts into your list, okay, that they don't go onto your list until they go to their email and confirm that they want to be there. And the reason why I want you to do this in the beginning is deliverability is very, very critical to your success, right? Email's getting harder and harder. And if you end up in the spam folder, you're going to make a lot less money in the long term. So when you first start mailing on a brand new domain, Google, Yahoo, all these companies, they don't know who you are. So you're going to have a better chance of delivering for people who actually go out of their way to click on the confirm button. Okay. And I know people have seen my programs in the past, and I've always recommended turning that off. I recommend you get at least 500 to 1,000 leads on your list first before turning this off, because then you're going to at least start getting a good reputation. Then you can come back here and you can turn it off, okay, and it'll save. But for now, I want you to leave it on, all right? So that's it for your sending domain, your sending profile, and double opt-in, and I'll see you on the next video.